Hello and welcome to Universes Beyond with BB, Episode 1. Here, we will be doing pack openings of Magic the Gathering's Universes Beyond sets, and only those sets. This channel is You Be or Bust. What prompted me to start this channel is to show my love for these sets. Now, a lot of people have been hating on Universes Beyond, but I love them. And hopefully I can spread some of that love to my followers here on this channel. So a little bit about me. I started playing Magic the Gathering back in 1994, and I played for over a decade, but a lot of my friends that used to play all stopped playing, and eventually so did I. So what brought me back to Magic the Gathering? Universes Beyond. I love these Universes Beyond expansions. I think that they're a wonderful product that Wizards of the Coast is offering. And at the end of this journey, I hope to show you that I have a tried and true approach to losing money spending it on Magic the Gathering. So join me on this road to paucity. So for this channel, I'll be tracking a lot of metrics. Here in the upper left, we have the episode number. In the upper right, we have the set that I'm opening for that video. Next, I'm going to be showing you a lot of the cost metrics of the value of the set as well as the packs that we're opening. I'll be tracking the total spent on this project as well as the total realized value of any sales and any money made from this channel. I'll also be showing the unrealized value of the collection itself with each pack opening. I'll also be showing the pack cost as well as the value of those cards in that pack. And then in the lower left, I'll be showing the total value of each of the Universes Beyond that I've collected through this journey. So this is what that messy dashboard is going to look like for each of the episodes. Again, the episode counter in the upper left, the cost metrics of the project so far, and the Universes Beyond values in the lower left. Now, for some of the parameters of this journey, I'm going to be only looking at Universes Beyond products, and we'll be looking at the ones that are legal in standard. So that means currently Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, and the soon-to-be-released Avatar: The Last Airbender next month. If you're a big Lord of the Rings fan, I'm sorry. I know that's being printed until the end of this year. However, it is not legal in standard, so it will not be part of those standard rotation for this channel. Next, we're going to be looking at keeping within a budget. We're going to be trying to buy these packs at MSRP or less. If you estimate a Universes Beyond product pack to be $8, looking at 7 packs a week, that's $56 a week across all the different universes. That means I'll have spent about $1,250 per universe over the 3 years. And by the end of 2028, that's $9,000 for all the announced sets. Now, $9,000 isn't a lot of money across 3 years. However, keep in mind that if Wizards of the Coast releases continue to keep up with 4 Universes Beyond sets a year, that means by the end of 2028, that'll be 15 Universes Beyond sets. So keeping to a budget will help me from financial irresponsibility. For me, that means I'm buying a lot of my packs from my local Best Buy. They always have available stock and they're always selling at MSRP. Sometimes if I have the time and I'm lucky enough to, I'll venture out to that nearest Micro Center, which is not at all close to me. And if both of those stores are out of packs, then I will then make it my way to my local game store. They usually have packs because they're selling at market rate, which is not what I want to do for this channel because I want to keep it at MSRP. For example, that Final Fantasy Play Booster is currently at $7 at my local Best Buy. It's being sold for $6 at Micro Center, and it is $9 at my local game store. The Spider-Man Play Booster, it is actually sold out at my current Best Buy. It is being sold for just under $5 at Micro Center, and it is $9 at my local game store, so almost double the price of Micro Center. So $1 or $2 per pack isn't that big of a deal, except you're looking at 150 packs across 3 years. Those $1 or $2 here and there will add up to a sizable amount by the end of this journey. The next item is financial transparency. I want to demystify how much money I'm going to be making doing this channel. I will be showing you all of my cost metrics, how much I've spent into Magic the Gathering for these products, as well as anything I have made in terms of revenue from social media, or any of the packs I sell, or any of the value I get from having this channel. I think a lot of people have this expectation that doing this kind of thing will make you a lot of money, but that's just simply not true. So for this channel, when I make money, I will show you all. When I spend money, I'll show you that as well. On this journey, you'll be aware of what exactly the financials are for the channel. Lastly, I'm going to probably be giving a rant of the day as I open these packs. So as background for me, I have an education and currently work in industrial economics, and I've been in that industry for about 2 decades. I have also been working in the printing industry for the past 5 years. So does that make me an expert in economics? It actually does. I currently do that as a day job. I'm currently getting paid to do economic analyses for various companies and entities. I am published in industry journals and have fairly well established economic credentials. Does it mean I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the economics of Magic the Gathering? It does not. I do not know and have never worked for Magic the Gathering. I have never worked for Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro or even the third-party printing vendor Cartamundi. I have never worked for any of them. I don't know any of the people there. That said, I do have this background in economics. I do have experience in the printing industry. I do believe I am able to provide a very specific insight into the business decisions of why Wizards of the Coast does what it does. For example, if we look at the secret layers, why did they shift from print to order to the current catastrophe that it is? When you look at the economics of that decision, it's a very easy business decision to shift away from print to order. So those are the parameters of this little experiment for me. I'll be showing again the cost metrics of what I do. So I hope you enjoy this journey and any of the insights I'm able to provide. Looking next, I'm going to look at the schedule for 2025 for this channel. I will be opening a different Universes Beyond Play Booster Pack each day. So for Mondays, I'll be opening the Final Fantasy pack. Tuesdays will be Spider-Man. Starting next month, I'll be opening Avatar: The Last Airbender on Wednesdays. I'll have a bonus pack on Thursdays, which for this year will probably be those Lord of the Ring packs because I have a couple already purchased. And then Fridays will be a collector booster pack or a secret layer that I was able to obtain. And already have my pre-orders in for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So now, let's turn to the 2026 schedule for this channel. We're going to stick with Final Fantasy on Mondays, Spider-Man on Tuesdays, Avatar: The Last Airbender Wednesdays, Turtle Thursdays, and then the new set, Marvel Superheroes on Fridays, The Hobbit on Saturdays, and Star Trek on Sundays. That'll be at the end of next year. With that, the bonus pack will be moved to Monday because Monday we always just need a little bit of a pick-me-up. And those bonus packs, they're going to be either other sets from Magic the Gathering or could be other packs from other games such as Pokemon or One Piece. Anything that I've picked up at my local game store or anything that I have available for me, I'll be opening those on those bonus packs. And then on Fridays, the collector booster pack and secret layers will still be on that Friday to help close out that work week. And the schedule is going to shift with each new Universes Beyond product. So as I open these packs, there are going to be questions I want to be able to answer at the end of the journey. So looking at these, I'm going to call them my mini quests. First question, can I make money buying only play boosters? I would say that the conventional wisdom would be that if I want to make money purchasing Magic the Gathering cards, I should be buying the collector packs. But that is going to be cost prohibitive for me, so that's not going to be an option. So I want to see what kind of ROI you get from the play boosters instead. The next question that I'm wanting to answer for myself is it possible to get a full draft set by opening one pack a week? And if it is possible, how long will it take? I think that when you look at a set like Final Fantasy, I'm not entirely certain I'll be able to get to a full draft set by the end of the 3 years of its life cycle. But for something like Spider-Man, which is a much smaller set, that should be achievable. In theory, to get a full set of commons and uncommons in Final Fantasy, you would probably need 2 booster boxes, so about 60 packs to get all the commons and uncommons. and probably another 2 more boxes to get all the rares and mythics. And that's probably the bare minimum that you would need to purchase to get just the commons and uncommons of the draft set. Now, the exact number is going to depend on the set, and it's going to depend on the individual luck. So hopefully this channel gives me luck and I'm able to pull some great cards out of these play boosters. Now, I want to talk about the size of the set, because that really does make a big difference in the randomness of that set. I think one of the things that people have seen with the Spider-Man set is a lot of duplicates as they're opening packs. Now, if you look at all the different permutations of the cards, the different treatments, the foils, the non-foils, the alternate arts, the borderless, the Final Fantasy set has just under 1,000 different cards for the Master Set. Spider-Man, just over 400. So that means Final Fantasy actually has double the amount of unique cards over Spider-Man. Now, I've already opened over 75 packs for Final Fantasy, and I still don't have every common and uncommon card for that set. Now, for Spider-Man, I've opened 60 packs, so 2 boxes, and I am actually 4 cards away from having 2 of every common and uncommon for the draft set. So I'll be looking at what cards I've pulled already for both of those sets. I'll be doing an overview of all the cards pulled in Final Fantasy tomorrow in episode 2, and I'll then do another overview of all the cards pulled in episode 3 for Spider-Man. Now, one of the first questions people are going to probably have is, why not buy more collector boosters if I care about the ORI? Now, I would love to, but I don't have the financial means to be spending money on buying these collector booster packs. If you look at the cost of one Final Fantasy collector booster pack, that is currently the same price as 17 Final Fantasy Play booster packs. Now, the Spider-Man collector booster packs have dropped in price. So currently at Micro Center, they're down to about $35 a pack, which means for one collector booster pack for Spider-Man, you can buy 6 play packs. This means buying the equivalent cost of play booster packs, you should be able to get more mythics and rares in the play booster packs than the collector booster packs based off of the pull rates that Wizards of the Coast state that are in each pack. Now, obviously, you won't be able to get a full master set because there are cards that are only exclusive in those collector packs, which is why that is not going to be one of the goals for this channel. The next question I want to be able to answer is, just how much money would I save had I just bought singles? I think we can all agree that it's pretty intuitively and statistically shown to be better to buy singles than to continue to buy booster packs. Obviously, buying single packs is a better approach, but for me, I want to know by how much. I agree that with the conventional wisdom, I agree with the statistics, but for what it's worth, I want to quantify just how much this is going to cost me to continue to buy play boosters instead of buying singles. So I probably will do a monthly review of how much I need to buy in terms of singles and how many packs I've spent to get those. So that way we can be able to track how much better a decision buying singles is for this journey. So given that, will this journey financially ruin me? Buying packs versus buying singles is not a fiscally responsible thing to do. Buying a pack a week for each Universes Beyond set, also not a financially responsible thing for me to do. So I want to be able to quantify just how irresponsible this journey is going to be and these decisions I make here. Finally, a bonus question. Are Spider-Man Omega packs better than the collector booster box? Now, shout out to influencer Robert Redbeard. I saw his video about him posing that question and then immediately opening and having an amazing pull from his Omega booster pack. So now I want to know. So I have already purchased a collector booster box. I've actually opened it, and I will go through all the cards I pulled from that box in episode 4. And over the next 12 to 14 weeks, I will be opening an Omega pack and comparing at the end 12 of those Omega packs to the 12 packs I get from the collector booster box, and we'll see which ones are better. Now, obviously, it's not a valid sample size. It's too small of a population, but for me on my journey, I want to be able to know, were the Omega packs better than the box? While not statistically valid, at least it will be a data point. So those are all the questions I'm going to be trying to answer on this journey. I'll probably identify more in the future. And if you have any other data points or anything that you want me to assess or comb through the data of my spreadsheets of what I'm collecting, or any questions about the economics of Magic the Gathering, shoot me a comment in the video and I will try to address it on my journey. So I hope you join me for the future episodes on my journey to Paucity, starting with tomorrow's episode, the overview of the Final Fantasy packs I've opened so far, followed by episode 3, all of the cards I've pulled from the Spider-Man packs, and then episode 4 will be the overview of all the cards pulled from that Spider-Man collector box. Next Monday will be that first pack opening using Final Fantasy. Hope to see you all there.